Hi everyone! So I've gotten a lot of requests to do a makeup tutorial, so this is what I'm going to be doing today. I don't think I'm the best at makeup, so I hope this goes well. So first we're going to start with a facial primer, and I'm using e.l.f. The Mineral Face Primer. And you're just going to squeeze that on and put that all over your face. Next I'm going to start with my foundation, and I'm using Maybelline's Super Stay Makeup 24 Hours. The color I use is Natural Tan, and I'm using an e.l.f. brush foundation. I decided to use brushes instead of the sponges because the sponges just usually soak up all of the foundation, and there's a lot of bacterial in that, and you can't wash it as often as you can a brush. So I'll use this. And I only use the amount that is enough to cover my entire face. Next I'm going to do a powder foundation just to go over it and to set it all in. I'm using Revlon Nearly Naked. This is the medium one. And just a big brush. And you're going to dab that a bit and rub it in circles around your face. This next step is going to take some bronzer. It's going to be a little bit of a contouring type of thing. I don't like a lot of it, but I do like to have some different like colors and shading to my face. So I'm using the Milani Baked Bronzer. And I use a brush that it comes with. So you get some on there. And then you suck your cheeks in like this. And you put it like on the line where it's like right underneath where you normally put your blush at. So right here. Next is just a little bit of blush that I put on. I don't put on a lot. I have my little brush and the L'Oreal True Match Super-Blendable blush, and this is neutral that I'm using. It's almost gone. And you just put it on the apples of your cheeks. And then just to blend everything in really well on my face, I just take my big brush and just do this with it. I know you probably shouldn't, but I do. For the eyes, we're going to start with the e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. I'm just using this. I use a lot of e.l.f. I use a lot of cheap products. And then you just dab this on your eye. And you rub it all over wherever you want your eyeshadow to be placed at. I use a lot of neutral tones for my everyday makeup. And I'm using right now the NYX Natural palette. And first I'm going to take this fourth one right here and put this on my eyelid. And I'm also using the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. It's kind of angled. And then I'm going to take this one, which I've used a lot of, the fifth one, and I'm going to put that in the corner and like all right here. And then usually for a nighttime look, I take the darkest one, the sixth one, and I just put it in the corners of my eyes. And then I just line it in with the crease and blend it really well. Next are my eyebrows. I do fill my eyebrows every morning because I feel like Mona Lisa without them. So how I do these is first I draw a thin line from the bottom into the rest of my eyebrow, and I fill on the top right here as well so that they line up. I honestly don't need a lot of lining, but I do like to have my eyebrows look a little bit more full and a little bit more even, so it doesn't take very much for me to line my eyebrows and make them look okay. So here we go. So yes, I do look like a freak right now because I have these weird gaping holes right there. But because I don't want them to look very bold, I just fill in a little bit. And I take my eyebrow brush and I kind of just smudge the eyeliner into the center of it. Now we're going to go back to this palette and we're going to put on a little bit of a highlighter underneath the eyebrows. So we're going to choose the lightest one and just put it right underneath your eyebrow right here. After the eyelids, we're going to go ahead and do the eyeliner. And right now I'm using the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, and I bought Midnight on accident. I was in a rush and it just happened. But I do like the color. It gives it less of a dramatic look, I guess. I do my eyeliner a little bit weird. I know a lot of people say to start on the inside and go out, or they suggest to go outside and in. But I kind of do this thing where I start in the center and wiggle it to the outside and then line it to the inside. So you'll see. And I get it so close by aiming my brush like directly right above my eyelashes. Right above it. It's time for the eyelashes. My eyelashes are really small, so this isn't a really big step for me. They're not very important because they don't end up very long anyway. But for those of you who do like mascara, this is when you put it on. And I'm using the Maybelline the Falsies Volume Express. And last, I take the e.l.f. makeup setting spray. Looks like this. And I just set in my face. This is used just so that your makeup stays in place for a while. And the very last thing now is me curling my eyelashes. Some people might say that I do this out of order, but again, because my eyelashes are short, I like to make them longer, have the mascara dry a little bit, and also put the setting spray, and then do it so that they stay longer, or they last longer, and it tends to curl easier whenever I do that. And there's my everyday makeup routine. If you enjoyed that video, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter at CJMar. If you have any suggestions for any more videos that you'd like to see, leave a comment below and I will get back to you. And yes, so that's about it for today. Thanks for watching.